Okay, guys, so our next topic is phishing. So phishing, I think, is one of the easiest one because in this, they pose as someone you know. The thing is, when they pose as someone you know, they're creating like a bond. They're creating confidence. So you're like, okay, well, this is John. We've spoken before. We might not have been the best friend in high school, but I know him. So, well, let's see what's up. And then you open this message that John sends you, and turns out John is just trying to scam you, or John is not even really the John that you knew in high school, but someone copied John's profile and now they're texting you or sending you messages through Facebook. So the most difficult thing is when they pose as someone you know, because they already create like this connection and this trust with you, which is the most dangerous part in being cyber safe. So we're gonna check a few things here, and then I'm gonna give you an example of my life. Okay, so obviously phishing is another way to say scam. But when you read or you investigate about cybersecurity, they put it as a category. So in this category, we're going to focus on survey, file sharing, CEO or executives or even your boss, and payments. And what phishing does is that they try to get things like your passwords, your account information, company login credentials, and your personal information. So for example, in a survey, let's say you bought something from an e-commerce site, and then you receive an email with a link saying that if you could leave a survey. That's why I don't spend my time answering survey. I'm sorry for all the people who suffer, but I'm not gonna answer your survey. First of all, I don't have time, and if I buy the product, really it's because I liked it, but I'm not gonna try to convince anyone to like your product either. So I'm sorry, I'm not gonna answer your survey. So, anyways, this is also another tactics that they use. It might not be directly from the e-commerce side, but as I told you, some e-commerce sites do not have the proper protection to protect your data. So there might be some information that was intercepted by a scammer or a hacker while you were paying on their site, and now they have your information. So they can post as the e-commerce site, and they're gonna send you an email to tell you that, okay, hey, could you answer a quick survey to let us know how how was the process, if our products met your needs and things like that. So obviously these are bogus links that when you click on them, it's either gonna download malware on your device, it's either gonna prompt you to include information about your, well, include your personal information or something like that. But at the end of the day, they are going to steal something from you, whether you believe it or not. They're going to get your information, which is the main objective in this case. So I would say just steer clear of surveys, not all of them, unless you can quickly identify that the company that is sending you the survey is legitimate and you know them. If you can verify that part, then awesome. I don't have a problem with it. But if you can't, like in most cases, I am not gonna answer. So no, because what I've investigated or read recently is that there's like this new strategy which is called dark gate. And I mean, it's probably not online because it's mostly used through Skype and Microsoft Teams. You know, these platforms where companies normally use to get their co-workers or their employees to be in touch with each other. This is where they use dark gate strategy. So they might, and it comes in this section, to be honest, the file sharing. So they'll intercept. I really don't know how they use the techniques, but they intercept this communication and they say, "Hey, John, remember I was supposed to send you a file about the new presentation that we have to do in Las Vegas or whatever." So they're gonna send you a PDF file, but actually it's not really a PDF file. It's just Darkgate virus that they're going to use to infect the whole company and the whole company's network system. So you have to be careful because in this, they're acting as someone you know, one of your colleagues, and they know the information that you were supposed to send. So when the person sees that, okay, yeah, we already spoke about this, I know what you're talking about. it's very quick for the person to click, oh, let me see the PDF file to see if anything is wrong, if there's something, or it may not be a PDF file, it might be a presentation, PowerPoint presentation file, and you're gonna click on it, and this is how they're gonna infect the whole server or your whole system, the network of the company. So be careful, especially with file sharing, because yes, I know we have to share a file in the organization, but many organizations, even though they're trying to be paperless, I think paper has its benefit, because if I want to show something to my colleague, I could just print out the main ideas on a piece of paper, and like we talk about it, and then I prepare the presentation, and then we wouldn't have to be like sharing back and forth and stuff like that. I would say I don't know if this is a strategy that could be used, especially in the larger organizations. I really don't know, but I think some way paper still has its benefits in today's life. Like paper is the boss, okay? This cyber world is crazy, and the more you can have on paper and save it somewhere in a locker in your home, it's better than to just have it on your computer. Because now they have AI technology that can scan your computer, and normally as humans, we save documents with names that we can remember. But now the AI is designed to identify these documents. So if you have, let's say you created a document that says, let's say the company password for employee benefits program. The AI is designed to identify all the files on the document that has the word password. Because that is what they need at the end of the day, password. So they're going to find all the documents that say password, and they're going to steal all those documents that say password. So we have to be careful also what documents we're actually saving in our computer or on the server or who knows where. Just be careful with those documents. As I say, paper is king. Write it down in a book and just leave it somewhere safe in your handbag. You know, ladies, we always have our handbags, so put it there. And you'll thank me later, because this cyber world is getting crazier and crazier, okay? The next one is when they pose as the CEO or executives. Like me personally, when I was working in the office, like my manager, if they said do this or we need this quickly, I would be so nervous and I want to react like in the moment. So imagine if I get an email saying that, hey, the sales speech that we were supposed to prepare is still not finished and I need you to send it to me quickly or something like that. Then maybe hackers are not going to ask for a sales speech. They're going to ask for, oh, the document that I asked you to prepare for the payroll for employees, have you finished it yet? And I need you to send it to me immediately, like by 12 o'clock. And then you're going to be like in stress, you're trying to finish it, and you probably won't even have time to check if it was actually from your manager or the boss. So we also have to be careful, like scrutinize everything, be skeptic, okay? Be like, who does he think he's talking to like that? And check, and then the more skeptic you are, the more you'll identify if it's really the person or not. Because also you have to learn how to detect people's tone of voice. How do they normally ask for things? How do they normally talk to you? Tone of voice is important, especially in writing, because it helps you to understand, oh no, something is up, because he normally doesn't ask me for things like that. He would use the word please, or he doesn't use the word please, or so you get to identify the person's personality also when they're writing, and this will also help you to know if it is from the person or not. And then maybe the tone is off, so you're like, you know what, let me see who this is, like if it's really from him. And there might be just like a one letter that is different in the email address, or the name is spelled incorrectly, or something that is going to tell you that, oh, this did not come from my company and I have to call the IT guys. Payment links. I know with many small entrepreneurs, we have to use payment links. Like, let me send you the payment link so we can, do business, because sometimes the gateway is like for us maybe too complicated and we don't understand a lot of things, because a lot of entrepreneurs are starting but they really don't have the knowledge of technology that they should have. So we're just experimenting things and trying to grow our business and work along the way. So payment links is a no-no for me. I've been to a point where I use them, to be honest. I used to use the Stripe payment links. I would create them and I would post them on my social media. But then I'm like, you know what? If I don't like it, then I don't think I'm gonna use it with my clients. Because there has been so many things that I had to reevaluate about myself. Like I hate email marketing. And then when I read like about marketing and stuff like that, everybody's like, yes, get their email, get their email. And for me, it's like invading my privacy. So I hate to give out my emails. I make like a John Doe email for those newsletter. But I hate it. I hate when people send me email marketing. And then I reached to a point where I actually sent out 3 email marketing. And then you know what? I'm like, no, I'm not going to follow the crowd just because this is what they say that I have to do. Because I know I've always been different. I think differently. So I'm going to continue doing that. So if I don't like email marketing, I'm not going to use it in my company until I actually know how to do it right, how not to invade the privacy of my customers, and how to respect certain boundaries. So it's the same. Payment links is a no-no for me. So you might be like the same kind of person where you say, I'm not gonna click on a payment link if they send me, so buy. You must have a payment gateway on your website, or else I'm not buying from you. So maybe. Okay. So guys, I hope you learned something in this part, and I'll see you on the next one. Be safe in this cyber secure world.